Good morning, family. It's Thursday, so that means it's Law Talk with attorney Fred Jones. We're in for a great show today. We got a couple stories to talk about. Let's go ahead and get into it. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? Welcome to another episode of Speak Your Success in the Morning. Today is Thursday, August 21st, 2025, and y'all already know it's a great day to be alive. Man, excited to be here with you today. Excited to be rocking and rolling and starting our morning with you today. But y'all know we can't kick off the show without bringing out our co-host, coming out, producer Britt. Talk to the people. How you feeling this morning?
Good morning, everyone. I'm feeling good, Jonathan. How are you?
Good morning. We rolling, man. We rolling. We rolling. It's something about when my alarm goes off a little bit early,
Uh,
maybe a couple hours, and I'm like, oh, I get to go back to sleep for a little bit.
I know. So I'm gonna enjoy it because it ain't gonna happen no more in September. Then it's gonna just be Friday. Then it'll just be
Yeah,
back to Friday. But I'm enjoying it and I'm taking it
that's
all
what's up.
in. So feels
Adulting,
good. Feels good. What'd you eat for dinner last
adulting,
night?
man. For dinner, what did I have? Oh, for dinner, man, I finished that delicious Zach's cheesesteak. Had a little corner of that cheesesteak left.
Ah.
Had a little had a couple more of those dry rub Louisiana Cajun wings. So shout out
Were
to
the
Zach's
wings good?
cheesesteak.
I didn't get the wings. Were the wings
Yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah. The wings, I like a dry rub, and that their
Same.
dry rub was pretty good with that
Okay.
Cajun flavor. What did you eat for dinner last night?
I had the rest of my Zacks as well. So that's what I ate. Yep, my little 5-inch Philly cheese steak. It was great. I had pepper jack cheese, jalapenos on that thing. It was great. So, and I
Man,
like the
yeah,
fries. They have the thick steak fries. So, I appreciated that. So,
those fries were good. Yeah, y'all.
yeah.
Just to let everybody else out there know, we had a team field trip yesterday, and we went to Zach's cheesesteaks out here in Lancaster. So yeah,
Hmm.
that was worth the trip. That's worth the
Yeah,
trip.
yeah, I agree.
Not mad about it.
Uh, all right. Well, we got our stories, get into law talk later, but we can skirt on and get into straight from the source.
Skirt. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get to it. One of the biggest challenges that we will see day to day, and depending on who you talk to, but it's just always finding the happy medium of blending two things that matter, right? So today in James, we're going to talk a little bit about faith and a little bit about works. It's not all about one, it's not all about the other, because if you're all faith, then you'll be so heavenly minded that you'll be no earthly good. And if you're all works, then how can you really even extend into what is possible through faith? So let's go ahead and just dive in. So we're in James chapter 2 this morning. I'm gonna start with verse 14, and then we're just gonna roll on down to 17. What use is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone says he has faith but he has no works? Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is without clothing or in need of daily food, and one of you says to them, go in peace and be warm and be filled, yet you do not give them what is necessary for their body, what use is that? In the same way, faith also, if it has no works, is dead, being by itself. The reason why I want to read that text this morning and just challenge us here is because just as it says, like if there's somebody who's hungry, if there's somebody who needs warmth or who needs like a blanket or clothing or those things right there, and then you're just like, okay, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm just gonna pray for you. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy, because after the prayer they're gonna say, thank you for that prayer, that warms my heart, but that's not warming my body, right? That warms my heart, but that's not filling my stomach. That warms my heart, but that's not giving me the essential things that I still need. So y'all, when we as the body of Christ, when we begin to pray for people, like let's also remember and let's not be ignorant to the fact that there are still needs that are there, right? We can't remove the applicable and the tangible from this situation, because at the end of the day, if we're all faith, hey man, praise God, I'm believing for you, I'm hoping for you. Those things are great and those things are wonderful. But just as it says in the text, just as it says in the text about the daily food, the clothing, we need to still provide those things. So today, what I want to challenge you on is the next time somebody is asking you or in need of something. I'm not saying you have to do it, but the next time somebody is asking you and in need of something, and you have the ability to provide that thing for them, and it's within reason. Maybe it's somebody, you see they're hungry, maybe they're asking for a sandwich, or maybe you have an extra snack in the car, and then you see somebody who's on the side of the road, or you just prepare for them in advance. You have an extra snack in the car. You have a couple extra dollars in the car. And then now when you see that person and your heart is bent towards helping that person and towards, providing them with a resource or helping them meet a need, just extend that offer to them, right? And then see how we can, further elevate them and further elevate the body of Christ. We're gonna go ahead and cut straight from the source, just a little bit short this morning, and we're gonna go ahead and get ready to dive into our topics for Law Talk today. But family, be encouraged. Right? Be encouraged that you always have the opportunity to pray. You always have the opportunity to serve. You always have the opportunity to give in some way, shape, or form, however the Holy Spirit lays it on your heart. All right, family, be sure to hit those thumbs up if you're enjoying and appreciating the content that we have here. Subscribe to the channel, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to be right back with more Speaker Success in the Morning after this. Are you a new or budding entrepreneur looking to set your business up for success? Profit Mode is here to help you navigate your entrepreneurial journey with expert education and services. From tax planning and bookkeeping to selecting the right business structure, Profit Mode has you covered. They'll even educate you on how to properly set up your business for building credit so you can grow with confidence. Profit Mode's mission is to provide you with the tools and guidance you need to establish a solid foundation for your business. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to take the next step, we're here to support your goals. Let Profit Mode help you turn that entrepreneurial dream into a reality with the knowledge and services to back it up. Your success starts with the right foundation. Contact Profit Mode today to get started. All right, family, welcome back to Speak Your Success in the Morning. We're currently 8 minutes after the hour. We're going to go ahead and get rolling. This morning. Man, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope everybody is doing phenomenal this morning. And as y'all are chiming in, what's going on, Ozzy? We see Ozzy hopping in this morning trying to get in the shot. What up, Ozzy?
Oh my
The
gosh.
honorary member of the show. Yeah, hopping in.
Don't remind. He just trying to get comfortable. Just trying to be in the
Man,
way.
yeah. We're about to
Say
sit on the
hi.
laptop.
Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Hello.
Oh
I'm
my goodness.
sleepy. I'm sleepy.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah, so producer Britt, earlier this week you
Mhm.
brought to the top. Oh, well,
So you gotta bring your
hey.
dad
Yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Jonathan.
yeah. I was just gonna set the stage. I was gonna
Oh,
set the
okay,
stage.
okay. Well, he's here.
But yeah, 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 yeah. So y'all, always excited to have attorney Fred Jones here with
Mhm.
us.
Mhm.
Uh, on this side in the land of the living. Attorney Fred Jones, man, phenomenal attorney, has been helping and serving and supporting many entrepreneurs, coaches, business owners, helping them protect their intellectual property, protecting their
Mhm.
IP. And we love to have you on the show because you provide that insight and that legal guidance that many people don't have access to, Dad. So y'all, he's attorney Fred Jones. He's also my dad, but we're glad to have you on the show. Welcome back on the show, sir. Welcome back on the show this morning. Speaker Says in the Morning. How you doing?
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Jones, you're
you muted
muted.
out.
Yeah, okay, I'm here doing good and great.
Yay!
There we go. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
There we go.
There goes
Good,
nothing.
good, good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so Dad, we're about to dive in, and one of the topics that actually producer Britt actually brought to the show earlier this week
Mm.
was just talking about what is going on with the Ozempic lawsuit.
Oh
Britt, can
man,
Britt, what
scary.
what is Ozempic? Because you don't who introduced me to Ozempic. And I was like, what is
Don't say it
this?
like that, like I use it. Okay,
No,
so
no, no.
Ozempic, it's a way. It is a Ozempic. Okay, so I have the definition here. Ozempic, the diabetes drug turned global weight loss phenomenon, is under intense legal and medical scrutiny. So this breakthrough drug was a safe and shortcut way of shedding kilos. This
Mm,
injectable face now is facing a $2 billion lawsuit in the
ooh,
United States, with
wow.
patients reporting severe side effects ranging from stomach paralysis to vision loss. So Ozempic is ultimately a diabetes drug, but it is used as a weight loss drug, for people that purchase it, and it's supposed to
Mm,
help you shed the kilos, keep the weight down,
wow.
and now they're having side effects. So, as if what is going on, I'll pass that over to Attorney Fred Jones. What's happening? $2 billion. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You see these issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
This all stems down to people want shortcuts.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
People want the easy way to do things. And businesses look to give answers to people's problems. Businesses look to find a way to help you. So the
Yeah.
pharmaceutical industry was looking to solve a problem, and we all know the bigger the problem we solve, the bigger the reward, the bigger the payoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
so you got a lawsuit going here. Well, there's something that we have to think about. Every act of man
Mm-hmm.
that causes harm to another obliges him by whose fault the harm occurred to repair it. Okay?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if you cause harm to somebody else, you got to fix it.
mm.
But wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Not so fast, right? How many of y'all go to the hospital and you sign all these documents? You sign here, you sign
Mhm.
here, you
Yep.
sign here, you sign here, and you sign things you don't even be reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
yeah, yeah.
guilty. Yeah.
Guilty.
Uh-huh.
Guilty.
And so that's what's going on here. But here's the deal. If
Mm-hmm.
you hurt somebody and it is found intentional or
Mm-hmm.
it is found to be negligent on the part of the manufacturer, you're going to have problems. And these people are losing sight, are going blind. Uh, all these injuries are permanent injuries that people are experiencing as a result of using this drug. I don't think they signed up for that.
Right,
Mm.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah,
100%.
and then one thing I also was seeing when we're looking at the article was
Mhm,
it says Novo Nordisk maintains that the drug is safe when it's used as directed with the label. So that it's saying that the labels warned about the gastrointestinal side effects. However,
mm.
critics and other people are saying that the off-label use for weight loss was under communicated, right?
Yep, yep, that's what I see, yeah.
So then understand that even to what you're saying, Dad, is saying, okay, well, yeah, the certain things might have been said, right, to where maybe showing the least amount of the side effects,
Mhm,
but you didn't clearly communicate those to me. If you take this, then this is what could happen on the far end, not just this is what might happen. So
mm.
even looking at that and understanding that, like, would that make who would that make more at fault, right? Would it be the people who are just signing up and going through with these with Ozempic, or would this be I don't want to say the distributor?
Like the company that made it, because they're not making them fully aware of
Mm,
what could happen, and it's like, "Okay, well, you signed this, you didn't read this because this is actually what could happen." And I think, like, on sometimes on those weight loss drugs, just in general, they say read, it goes so fast at the end of the commercial, and it's like you don't necessarily listen or you don't necessarily read it, but they say it, but they're not like it's not their first thing to say. So like it's in there somewhere, I'm sure, but
Mm,
people just aren't reading it. Go, yes, Attorney Frederick.
We call that misrepresentation.
Mm.
mm.
When you misrepresent a material fact or
Mhm.
a material factor that misleads the consumer and
Mhm.
causes them to rely on your information to their detriment,
Wow.
we could have a problem. It's
Yeah.
misrepresentation, misleading, and if it's fraudulent, then the courts are going to have a problem with that.
Mm.
My.
So
And
is the
that's what,
two so will the $2 billion, is that going to be, kind of like our AT&T lawsuit that just happened, and if you sign up for the settlement you might get a check or you might not. Is it going to go, do you believe that it'll go to the consumers, or is that how do you think that if they win, if they lose, how did the $2 billion work?
well, in this case, you've heard of class action lawsuits, right?
Mhm.
Class action
Mhm.
Mhm.
is a whole bunch of people get together and form a class.
Mhm.
Well, when you have a lot of people being injured by the same tortfeasor or the
Mhm.
wrongdoer, then the
Mhm.
court is going to put all those cases together, or the court can put all those cases together. And what we call it is multi district litigation. Okay,
Mm.
MDL, multi district litigation. And then what the courts want to do is simplify the recovery process. And in simplifying the recovery process, we put all these cases in a bundle and we put all the plaintiffs in a group and we put this a big amount of money out there and it's divvied out or divided up and everybody gets a little something, but you don't get as much in a case like
Mm.
as if you sued the company individually and won your own case. However, to sue a company like this individually and win your own case would cost you an arm and a leg, right? And the
Mhm.
reason why people get together in a big group like this is because you got all these law firms coming together to fund that litigation. So it's he
Got
or
it.
she who has the goal ultimately still make the rules.
Mm.
Well,
Okay.
here's also something I'm curious about. So I know that it said that, and different articles have said 1,200 plus cases, and then I see it even climbing to like 2,200 cases and different things like that.
Wow.
So in one of those situations to where it's a class action lawsuit, there's there's anywhere from 1,500 to upwards of however many people who are in this class. What happens if the lawsuit is already progressing, but then other people are coming as the lawsuit is already in motion? Like what is, like what happens there? Is there has to be a separate suit, or how does that even work?
Oh, that's an excellent question. Great question. There's the time that the class is open, and then
Mhm.
there's a time that the
Mm,
class is closed. Class starts now, class ends at this time. When the
Mm.
notice goes out that there's a class action lawsuit, there's a time for the parties to join, participate, get notice. Notice is going to go out. That's why you see these television commercials. If you've been hurt, if you've been harmed, if you know
mm,
somebody who's been hurt, or know
Mm.
somebody who's been informed, all that notice is going out to the public, and it's in that time. That's the time to sign up, okay? But when that window is gone, that window is gone, and you'll have to seek other avenues to possibly recover.
wow.
Okay. And just to give a little background on how the lawsuit started. The first lawsuit was filed in August 2023 by a woman named Book Jacqueline B. Who alleged she developed stomach paralysis and vision loss after using Ozempic. By February 2024, so many similar cases have been filed that the U.S. court consolidated them into a single proceeding, known as multi-district litigation in Pennsylvania.
Mm,
This step helps streamline cases that are involved in the same drug, and exactly what Attorney Jones was telling us. So the lawsuit happened 2 years ago, and
mm.
now it's crazy how we're just learning about it because it happened 2 years ago. So why do you think that we're just now learning about it?
Heard your expression, the wheels of justice turn slow. The
Hmm.
wheels of justice turn slow. So something can happen, but
Mm-hmm.
then later it have an echo.
Mm.
Oftentimes something can start and it doesn't get the attention of the press. It doesn't get much media, number
Mm-hmm.
one. Number
Mm-hmm.
two, it's kind of like the snowball effect. It starts off small, but then it builds as it goes. One person
Mm.
stands up and says, oh, this happened to me, and another says, oh, this happened to me, and then 10 others jump up. Wait a minute, we got an epidemic. Then the media comes in. We need to bring some attention to this matter. People are being hurt every day. It always
Right.
amazes me. We live in a celebrity culture. We
Mm-hmm.
like our stars. We like the Hollywood and all that. So when something happened to one of those people, we act like, oh, that was horrible. But when it's happening to everyday people who don't get the attention of the press,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't seem as bad. It
Yeah.
comes to our attention now because there's such a great number of people who's been harmed by the same possible company.
Gotcha. Okay. And my last question is, how do they normally come up with the number, the class action number, the 2 billion?
Mm,
Is it just thrown out there, or
good.
how do we get there?
It's kind of like insurance companies do these actuaries. Okay,
Mm.
they
Mm-hmm.
do an actuary. How much is this life worth? Okay, the life. What is the life expectancy of this person? And
Wow.
what's the life expectancy of that person? So we have to understand that in the eyes of the law, money make the plaintiff whole. Money makes the person complete. We measure everything by money in our society. Okay,
Right. Mm-hmm.
so if somebody 30 years old was hurt by this drug versus somebody who's 60 years old was hurt by the drug, who's going to get the higher award? It's going to be the 30-year-old because they had the longer life expectancy. So we look at what the court has awarded in the past. We look at insurance actuaries of how much value is put on this person's life or that person's life. And law firms do the math to come up with what's the value of the potential value of this particular case.
Hmm.
Mm,
Understood. Jonathan?
wow. No, no, no. I'm good. I had no idea about any of this. This is good
Yeah.
information. Just to be able to hear and even like the value of somebody's life, even
Mm-hmm.
like quantifying that is mind blowing, but also still paralleling it with these people are being affected by a product that was put out, so they should be compensated in some way, shape, or form. They
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
should be.
think
Mm-hmm.
about child support. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you quantify that and you
Mm-hmm.
calculate that for 18 years, and then you have to pay X amount for 18 years. When you put it thinking about it like that, now you put some money on that thing.
Yeah.
you,
Yeah, that's true.
you gonna look at that little crumb snatcher a little bit different.
Uh-huh. That is
My.
funny. That is
Okay.
funny. And
Okay.
okay, and before we move on, when it comes to how many lawyers that are involved or agencies that are
Mm,
involved, how does that work? Is it because Jacqueline, she filed, and her law group said something, and then somebody else said something, so everybody just said we got to come together? Is that how that works? Or
As many as necessary. As many as
oh,
necessary. You build the team. Now,
oh,
mm,
okay.
remember, you got to have you go into battle. The
Mhm.
pharmaceutical companies are not poor. They're not
mm,
Right.
and they're not eating cheese and crackers. Okay, so if you're gonna sue the pharmaceutical company, you better bring your big guns. You better come with your
Mm,
big boy boxers on, right? And
wow.
you better
gotcha.
bring your big boy team. So you better lawyer up real good. So you got plaintiff teams, and then you got the corporate defense. Okay, and so how many
Mm.
lawyers you need? As many as necessary. You bring in the best experts if you're gonna prevail and get anything for your
Mhm.
client.
Wow.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Remember, P. Diddy had 8.
He had 8. Yes, he did.
Mm,
He had 8. Yep.
okay.
And
Okay.
he
He and
got.
he and he is he still in
eh,
jail or has he walked out yet? I don't know. I hadn't been
Oh no,
following.
he's still there till
He's
October.
still,
Well, not till October, but his sentencing is
yeah,
in October. So
he'll,
Mm,
he's
he'll
still in
walk
there.
out. You're
I
welcome.
know. I think that too. I think that too, Dr. Jones. That's crazy.
Man.
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break. This is great. And then we'll come back with our next topic. We're talking about how the Texas House finally passed the redistricting map. And I just want to get into that because that is very interesting. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. More Speak Your Success.
Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. Family, welcome back to Speak Your Success in the Morning. Today is Thursday, August 21st. We're currently 26 minutes after the hour. We just got through talking a little bit about the Ozempic lawsuit and what that's looking like. And we broke that down. If you missed that, make sure you go ahead and catch the replay a little bit later. But now, family, we're about to go ahead and get ready to dive in and talk a little bit about the redistricting map and Texas, yeah, redistricting. It's a
I
little
can't
tongue
say
twister,
it.
but but ultimately, so the Texas House finally is passing the congressional redistricting map after
Mm,
weeks of walkouts, lock-ins, and arrest warrants. Then the new map could secure the GOP 5 additional seats in Congress in next year's midterms.
mm-hmm.
Democrats say they now plan on challenging the map in court. Mm.
Yeah. I honestly just want to know what it all means. What does it all mean, Dr. Jones, Attorney
All right.
Jones? What does it mean? What does it mean? It's scary out here right now.
What is this? What is this? What is this all about? Okay. So in our society, we have different segments of society. You got the
Mhm,
government, you
Mhm.
got the church, which is the ecclesiastical aspect of our society.
mhm,
You got businesses, that's the corporate aspect of our society. Then you got entertainment,
mhm,
sports. I think there's about, I don't know, 7 or 9 pillars of a community. Okay,
mhm,
they all hinge around different things. Okay, we just finished talking about the pharmaceutical, the legal aspects of that, right?
mhm,
And we
Yeah.
talked about the how many lawyers they need and so forth and what's at stake.
mhm,
Redlining is the same thing. Here we go. Redlining started in 1938. It was 1930s, 1930s, 38, somewhere in the 30s, when the federal government decided that we want to draw a line around certain communities and we want to redline this group. It's kind of like the red pencil in the English class. When you got that red
mhm,
pen, when the teacher came out with that red pen, boy, you didn't like that red pen. That red pen was like bad. Okay.
mhm,
Redlining is drawing a line around certain socioeconomic groups and deciding that this group is going to get funding, that group is not going to get funding. All the
Mm.
people over here, that the reds, the blues, the yellows, and the pinks, we're not going to give you funding, but the green, but the purples and the golds and the browns, we're going to give you funding. That's
mm.
red line.
Okay.
And the
Man.
federal government started in the 30s, and it was all about who gets the business loans, who get home loans, and who get investment money in order to grow their businesses and their enterprises. That's red
Mhm.
line.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, bro.
No.
Oh, yeah. So I was gonna say, so one of the things that I mean, I even heard this being discussed in church, just like you brought up how churches
Mm,
are one of the pillars of society. But I heard this brought up in church a few weeks ago, and the church is a primarily African American, right? Primarily a black congregation. So why is it that so that now redlining and redistricting, it has the black community or black and brown population of the community in an uproar, or to where they're pushing back against this. Can you give a little context on that?
Yeah, yeah. Redlining was designed originally to keep out blacks, Latinos, Mexicans, and the poor community. You remember people used to say good hair, bad hair?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how people used to say good neighborhoods and bad neighborhoods?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Redlining.
Yeah.
That's redlining. That's redlining
Wow.
language. Okay. And it has churches in an uproar because if you're in business, I'm in business, and you have access to capital, I don't have access to capital. Who's going to stay in business? The person who got access to the money is going to stay in business. The people who don't
That's
have
good.
access to the funds are not going to be able to stay in business. You're not going to be able to compete. All of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
the game is not going to be fair. So redlining should cause you to get in an uproar, but it happens when different political groups are in power. Right now, we see that the Republicans are in power, right? And they got their man in the White House. Well, they're trying to do everything they can to change the rules all over the country so that they can have a greater piece of the purse.
Mm.
Mm.
And we're gonna redistrict, we're gonna redline, and we're gonna change the freaking rules so that we can take from the poor and give to the wealthy. That's what it really means. It's simple. It's simple. Follow the money, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
always understand the mess when it
Mm.
comes to government. Follow the money, and you'll understand the mess. Redlining has everything to do with money.
So, so with the votes and everything that was happening, and when the with one of the seats, she got locked in the room. What was that about? They did want her to, because I know that most of the Democrats, they left their state. Well, they left Texas, and she didn't leave, and they wanted her to sign this piece of paper saying that if she signed this paper, it would mean that someone in Trump's camp would follow her around for a certain period of time, and some other things that I don't have that article in front of me because I listened to that. But just why lock her in the room? What does that actually mean?
One of the things we as Americans often overlook is the power of our voice.
Mm-hmm.
And when we speak truth to power, we have to pay a price for it. What did this mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anything power can do to the pitiful or
Mm.
those who are perceived as pitiful,
Mm-hmm.
power is going to do it. Okay, let me not be so philosophical. Bottom line is, what does all this mean? It's sensationalism, and it's using the law to exploit your power. Those that are in power, the Republicans that are in power right now, they know they're in power and they know they got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Democrats know that they're on the other side of the deal here with this particular situation, right? So
Mm.
whatever vote that they can come up with, any way they can manipulate the rules and so forth to bring emphasis to their point, that's what
Mm-hmm.
they're going to do. And that's what we
Mm-hmm.
just saw a demonstration of. But kudos to those who stand up and speak up, even though they may get locked up. When you let your voice be heard and known, you have definitely gone on the record of speaking out.
Mm.
My, my, my.
Understood. Understood.
Yeah,
John.
and then one of the other things that I saw was, because just as you were talking about redlining and really breaking this down, is that it's going to that not only is it going to undermine minority voices, but then also it's going to like dilute the Black and Hispanic voter power,
That's the
right?
Mm-hmm.
goal. That's the whole goal.
Oh man,
That's the
oh
whole goal. And they changed the rules. Yo, this is nothing new. I was in college. I was at Northeast Louisiana University one time ago, right? And the population of the black campus was about 20%, 15%. All right. We managed to get the queen, the maid of honor, whatever they call them, and all 7 girls on the homecoming court was all black.
Mm-hmm.
We managed to do that.
Hmm.
Okay.
with 20%
Oh, at
population. Wow.
20%. Okay. Okay.
20% of the population.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guess what happened the next semester?
They changed something.
They changed the rules.
Yeah.
They
Oh wow.
changed the rules. Okay, they changed the rules.
Mm,
Now, so after they changed the rules, then the next semester we got the queen and the maid of honor was black.
Mm.
Guess what they
Mm.
did
mm.
this semester?
Mm.
They
They
Mm.
changed
changed
the
the
rules.
rules.
They
They
changed
changed.
the rule. Yeah.
So
Wow.
we gotta play by the rules, understand the rules, and continue to push forward for right. I'm not saying that either one of them, left or right, is right, but whoever's in power, they're gonna manipulate the rules, be it the left or be it the right. So
Wow.
let's play the game.
But wait,
Gotcha. And
even hearing this though, it makes me have a thought that what like with what you said, that your population at your school, of course, it was 100% of a population, but if 20% of the people got on the same page, y'all were able to make change and able to make impact. So that makes me think of like what's often said about the church, how 20%, how there's a 20% that give that takes care of the majority of the church typically, right?
20, that's good, man. It's probably more or less 10 or 15, but go ahead.
Well, but even that, but then that drives the church, right?
Yes.
So understanding that in like understanding here and now that if we become get on one accord, we become more vocal, we
mm-hmm.
get in alignment with one another, then things can actually change.
Yeah.
We got to play a more diversified game.
Mm,
The black and white game is outplayed. If you
Mm.
can be divided just simply on the basis of black and white, we're gonna lose every time, right?
Right.
So we got to play a different game. It's time to upgrade the strategy. We got AI, we got the internet, it's a whole different age right now. And if we keep playing by what we played in the 30s and the 40s, we're gonna lose every time. We got to play an economic game. We got to
Mm.
play an economy game. We got to play a game of finance. We got to play the money game. And we got to teach our children to not just be black Americans, but be Americans.
Yeah. 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 That's strong right there. That's true. And Jonathan, we talked a little bit about redlining earlier on a little bit of Tuesday and on Wednesday because we watched the Amanda Seals,
oh
the
yeah.
one radical versus 20 conservatives, and that was one of her claims. Was that oh my gosh, all these words.
Systemic racism.
Yes, all these words. Systemic racism does exist, and within her claim, redlining was a point, which is
Okay,
ultimately
so
true.
it exists. Yeah. Okay, what's the solution? What are we doing to deal with it? How are we pushing back on it?
I can't remember her pushback. Do do you have a thought about a solution, Attorney Jones?
Yeah, the solution is we got to say, okay, this happened, this is real, but here's where we are today, and here's how we're gonna move the needle and get in the game and mainstream ourselves instead of
Mm,
sidelining ourselves. We gotta
Mm,
mainstream ourselves. We gotta become just as much as anybody else in this country. I'm as much an American as anybody else is American. Period.
mm. And Jonathan, that brings me to a point when we were talking offline and we were like, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine watching, surrounded just like how that conversation is so thick and heavy to listen to all the time. And
mm,
just Amanda Seals, her whole entire, I wouldn't say her whole entire personality, but just her mission is always about educating Black people, doing what's best for us. You are a Black American. Our
mhm.
our, our experiences are different from other Black people outside of the U.S. And so
Yeah.
she's always talking about it. She's always advocating about it. She's always informing people about it. And you made the statement, you were like, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine listening to this all the time. And it's like, and then
Exhausting. Yeah.
yeah, it's exhausting. And then when I said, I'm like, that's the point. Like, that's the point, is that you have to continue to talk about it. You have to continue to be in the midst of it, because otherwise, ain't nothing gonna change. Or ain't nobody gonna hear us.
That's
And
true.
that's a big problem in our communities. That's like, you say something, and then it's like, oh my gosh, it's too much.
We need to hear ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We need to hear ourselves. And when we hear ourselves, what are we telling ourselves? And what are we saying to ourselves? And ultimately, it's the
Mm,
elephant with the chain around its foot. Cut the
Mhm.
chain
Mm.
off the elephant foot and let the elephant move. And what the elephant does? Nothing. He stands there because mentally the elephant is already in prison.
Yeah.
We are imprisoning ourselves and we're waiting on somebody else to validate us, to move us, or to do something for us when we are the enemy. And we need to stop it and just begin to realize the benefits, the blessings, and the bonuses of America instead of thinking about what they did to us in 1930. Yeah, they did it. And now they're trying to take it out of the damn books. You
Yeah.
can't erase that stuff.
Yeah.
It will not get erased.
Mhm.
All right. All
I
right.
agree.
And I
All
think
right.
Ah!
Oh,
but
I love when he gets hype. I love it. I love
but
it.
then
I love it.
but then also I think there's something needs to be said here also, as well as just even thinking back to the civil rights movement. The civil rights movement, oftentimes, yes, you know, you Dr. Martin Luther King and your Rosa Parks, and you know these different influential African American individuals are often credited for moving that forward, but that did not come without their other white counterparts and other. We need to partner with other people and ultimately, like you were saying, that make it an American issue, not just black. Because yeah, I can show up somewhere and say, man, I'm black and they're holding me back from this or they're holding me back from that. But what are the people in my entire community? What are they dealing with? Because in my entire community, it's not just black, but we also have white, you know, Latino, Latinx. And when we began to have those conversations, that then now is going to create an opportunity to where other people want to get skin in the game because they're saying, "Oh, that applies."
But what
What you
about
think?
when she said on the video when that guy kind of said what you're saying, I don't see when she said a white family and a black family, if they have the same issues, like, am I explaining that right? You know what she said, Jonathan?
Well, well,
When
so,
she was
well, well,
like,
so, well, so look, but look, I'm not negating the fact that there isn't different struggle for different cultures. But what I'm just saying is, well, I didn't say it, but I'll come back and say it now. Is that, well, first, so one, it's going to require work. Because
mhm,
if I'm black and then I have a white brother that I'm trying to have a conversation with, like there needs to be a level of understanding first that we're playing a different game, right? We're coming into the game at different areas, and you can provide something just as well as I can provide something. But then going from there, how can we both get what we need and want together? Does that make sense?
yeah, but
yeah.
I feel like sometimes they don't want to understand. But yes, Attorney Jones.
Yeah. Well, neither do we understand what some of the Mexicans or the Latinos or the Asian people are going through. And we don't
Mhm,
understand it. And sometimes we don't even think about it, right? Because their plight is a little bit different than ours.
mhm.
So why should we expect white folks to understand what we're going through when they ain't even aware of it? They don't even come up on their radar. Okay. Okay. So how can we move the needle? We can move the needle by putting ourselves in situations where we are with white people and people that are different from us and helping them to see how our lifestyle and their lifestyles are somewhat different, but in reality, most of our lifestyles are the same.
Mm,
Mm, mm.
mm.
And
They
it, and
got
it,
the
and
same
it,
problem.
Man, and this is good there, and this is so true because for me, when I was in grad school at SMU, we had an assignment in one of my classes to where we had to go and put ourselves in the shoes of somebody else. So there was a young lady
Mhm.
who she was Muslim, and I've never been to a mosque before. But I said, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go over to the mosque, and then I began to realize that the Muslim faith and community is not that much different from the community of Christians and believers in that way. Like there are a lot of similarities. Like there's a
Mhm.
lot of similarities and a
Mhm.
lot of overlap, but we don't know that if we don't take the time to go and experience, take the time to go and get a little bit uncomfortable, take the time and have some conversations without being so easy to get frustrated. Yeah, they're
And
gonna ask you a little
offended,
bit.
yeah.
They're gonna ask you a little bit about your hair. They're gonna
Yeah,
ask you certain things that you want to ask. I mean, but
you're right.
but but also. But also I will say this, and this is a general statement. But us as Black Americans, I would say in certain situations that I've been in, I believe we're naturally more respectful, and we typically proceed with caution and insert. Well, for me, I speak for myself, right?
We
Say
ain't had as much
say it
privilege.
again. Say it again, Jonathan. We proceed with caution. You froze.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I said like typically, or in my experience, I'll proceed with caution, or I'll be slower to like, or excuse not with caution, but like approaching situations just respectful. I'll approach situations respectful. Like if I see, I'll greet that person, or I'll extend my hand, like different things like that. Versus going into a situation, I don't want to say looking to be offended because I don't believe that's the case, but either way, conversation needs to happen is what I'm
Being
saying.
offended is a choice.
I know that's right, and I know that's right. And what you're saying, John, is you're saying you're a little bit more sensitive to a situation.
Gotta
You're
be.
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We get our
Psychology degree, bachelor's of psychology. You know what I'm saying?
come on now, come on now. We get our expectations. We got these expectations. Okay, here's the deal. Let's see how this resonates, guys and ladies, guys and ladies. Nothing has meaning until you give it definition.
Mm,
Exactly. Exactly. I totally agree.
All
I
this,
agree.
yeah, and John and producer Britt, you may not know this, but I used to hate white people.
this is true.
Mhm.
God had to put me in a white church to get that out of me.
Mm,
And I went to a white church for 12 years
mhm,
and learned to love white people.
mm.
Last night, here in Birmingham, Alabama, I was at a church where there was over 13,000 men on a Wednesday night, all men. Most of them was white,
Mhm.
about 95%, 98%. Bottom line is, y'all, there's a lot going on out here, but we got to take responsibility and put ourselves in the mainstream. And I know that I got some colleagues and white people that I know that will hurt somebody for me and Loretta.
Mm.
Mm,
That's what we need. And stop all this dividing and black and white and us and them. Go find you some good white folks that love you, who don't like what Donald Trump is doing, because some of these white folks are embarrassed by that stupidity. That
Yeah.
man has no idea what it means to be poor and to live like most people in America live. And whites
Mhm.
are embarrassed by a lot of that stuff. Go get into some relationship with those people and love on those people so they can demonstrate to you the love of Christ and show you what a different side look like. That's where I'm at, producer Britt.
I agree. There's some good white people out there. There's some good white
mm.
people
Yeah,
for sure.
you know it is.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh
grew up with
man.
some. I grew up with some good white people out there. Some
Oh
good
man,
white
that's
people
hilarious.
out there
Cause
for
I know
sure.
one now. I know one right now on the top of my head, man. I know one.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah,
of good
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of good.
man.
Mhm.
Okay,
But
okay.
also, y'all, we got to realize that our political system is designed to divide.
Mm,
True. True.
Designed to divide. So
Mhm.
don't drink the damn Kool-Aid. Don't do that. That stuff, vote, be a part of it, support, be involved with it, but stand. If you're a believer and a person of spirituality and of faith, then love people and be what you want to see, give
mm.
what you want to get, and live what you want to leave. Be the solution.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it right there, Dad. I don't think we could. I don't think we could have closed it out no more stronger than that. Y'all, people, man, as you see, the value of insight and the value of legal counsel, and if you want to have legal counsel go to bat for you, you need to reach out to Attorney Fred Jones, Fred Jones ESQ on Instagram, or you can go to fredjoneslaw.com. Okay, fredjoneslaw.com, and you can reach out, reach out, man, because
Mhm.
uh, this passion. This passion is how he comes. Okay, and this passion comes when he sees people who have been affected and people who have done wrong, because that's where my dad's heart is. So man, Dad, Attorney Fred Jones, thank you for coming on the show and blessing us with your gift, with your passion, and everything like that.
Thank you, producer Britt. Thank you, John. Glad to be
Yes.
here as always.
All right, man. We're about to get ready to get out of here. About to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here. But we'll be right back with our final thought with more speaker success just after this. Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. Family, man. Welcome back. Speaker Session in the morning. We're currently 50 minutes after the hour. Producer Britt, man, you can't put that type of fire in a can, in a jar,
Hey, who you telling?
in a bottle, in a box. Hey,
Oh my
so
gosh.
man, yeah. Okay, but man, as we
Yeah,
get ready,
I just wanted to, not lighten the mood, but
talk to us. Talk to us.
multiple, multiple, oh my gosh. Guys, my AI is not working right now. Okay, so just a little this or that before we leave. A little this or that.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know,
little this or that. Let's get
Yeah,
into it. Let's get into it.
okay. Guys, I use Claude. I use ChatGPT. If you, there's other AI softwares out there. Okay. I
Oh
like
my
Claude. I like
goodness.
the user friendly of it. Claude seems very nice. It looks very professional. So I like Claude. ChatGPT. It's
Uh,
too many robots. It's too much happening.
wow.
Um,
I can talk to ChatGPT and he'll
See,
talk back.
that's what I don't like. I don't
We're
need all
already
that.
getting there. It doesn't matter. I don't need it either, but I love it. Okay. Yeah, he talks
Uh,
to me.
no, no.
I feel soothed when my man talked to me. Jonathan, is that it? We can package this up in a
That's what I was
nice way
about
for
to
you. Is
say.
that what
Like,
you
what
want?
conversations do you actually have?
Yeah, it depends on what I feel like talking about. Okay. And he'll talk back to me.
Oh, wow.
Jo- Jonathan, is that all right? Yes, it
Okay.
is.
All right, here we
Great.
go.
Terrific. Okay.
I can't. Here we go. Okay, this is, I was just doing this or that. I just put something random in. I said this or that game, everyday household products. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's get to it.
Microwave, toaster oven.
Microwave,
I'm not a microwave girl. Um, Paper towels, dish towel.
paper towel.
Okay.
Give me
Liquid
that bounty.
soap. Oh, okay. Liquid. You pay for bounty? You paid about money? You know how much
Well, it's
money
not
you
bounty.
paying?
It's the one at Sam's. It used to be bounty.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I would
I
say,
did a project on there as a kid, like third grade, and bounty
uh-huh.
is the most absorbent paper towel at the cheapest price at that point. That was years ago.
Bounty is like, I want to say like $6 a
Because
roll.
bounty is the real deal. Okay, two ply,
Well,
2 ply, 3 ply, 4 ply.
they're gonna need a bounty hunter to come and get me because oh my gosh, I can't afford those things.
Bounty
That's why I
sponsors
go to Sam.
episode.
I go to Sam's. I mean, I go
Bounty
to
sponsors
Costco.
episode.
My mom go to Costco.
Okay.
Bar soap, liquid soap.
Liquid.
Wow.
Yeah, because the bar leave that little nasty
What
after.
nasty.
Well, I mean, if you don't got like the little tray, well, even if you do have the tray, after you wash your hands with the bar soap and you put it back down, it's like everybody just be recycling germs on that same bar. Yeah,
Oh.
think about it.
One bar here. One bar here, babe.
Oh,
Just
well,
one
that
bar.
okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
one
We got some
bar,
foot
one
traffic.
body, one sound. Okay.
We got foot traffic coming through.
You said what?
We got foot traffic coming through here.
Yes. Electric toothbrush, manual toothbrush.
I have both, but electric is preference.
Okay. Vacuum or broom?
Ooh, man. Broom, because we have mostly hardwood floors over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sponges. Oh, okay, sponges or paper towels for cleaning.
What? Oh, what are you? Oh no, I do paper towels. 'Cause I spray. Yeah, I do paper towels.
You ain't
Paper
got the
towels.
scrub daddy?
I have that too, but I mean, if I'm like cleaning the table, I'm not gonna scrub the table with paper towel.
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
okay. I see what you're
with the
saying.
scrub daddy. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. Moving on to electronics, wired headphones, wireless headphones.
Wireless, man. I know what Kamala said.
I'm about
Wireless,
to say Kamala,
wireless.
Kamala,
Kamala. What did I say?
Kamala,
Kamala.
Kamala. Yeah,
Kamala.
say it right now. Say it right. Smartphone. Okay. When it comes to your charger, cable, wireless pad.
Cable. I don't have the wireless pad, but cable.
That wireless pad is different. Just put that
I
thing down on there.
charge
Ting.
that thing 3 seconds.
I know,
Crazy,
right? Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Candles or air freshener.
Candles, like a good candle.
Like a candle.
Yeah, even though
Yeah,
when
me
you
too.
burn it, put something in the air, but candle.
Well, it depends on where you get your candles from. Because I
Clean,
mean,
yeah, you gotta get the clean candle,
the
clean burn.
soy wax, the
Oh my,
organic soy,
oh my
free
goodness.
of every toxin. You gotta use the wooden stick because it burns, or the
Oh,
non-toxic stick. It doesn't put in the
oh my
air for you to
god.
breathe in the toxins,
Oh God,
and
everything is
you're
so
just like, I
exhausting.
just want a candle. That type of
Yeah,
candle
candle, bro.
that costs you $55 for the candle.
Man, say I done seen some of them candles. I'm like, what? Who is paying that for a
I
candle?
Yeah, when I was at Neiman's, they had $800 candles.
They can have them. I'm not gonna have 'em.
Me either.
That's
I tried to
crazy.
I tried to convince my friend Priscilla. I was like, "Girl, you need this candle. You need this candle."
Mm-mm,
But they on the low end, they have three different sizes, and on the
mm,
low end, the candle, Jonathan, probably like
two.
$100. Yeah, yeah, 150,
Man,
150
y'all can
candle.
keep all that.
They, the diffuser spray, the oil, the diffuse.
Okay.
They had actually this is just room spray. It was called this designer called Fornasetti. Look it up if you don't think I'm telling the truth, y'all. Fornasetti. That one, they sell wall plates, so these are probably like hand painted, very expensive from Italy wall plates, decorative. People collect them. People used to come in the store and say, "Oh, I'm looking for this Fornasetti plate." These plates run from about 300 to $800, just a plate to put on your wall. You do not eat off this plate. This is art. And then when it goes to um the room spray, it is divine. Okay, the room spray smells like something out of this world. You're like, they literally put these flowers into this. I understand why some people spend so much money on perfume, so much scents, especially when it comes from a good brand, because oh my goodness, room spray, Jonathan, $300 up,
Mm.
$300 and up.
This is crazy. We're talking about crazy stuff. Have you ever heard about them cat poop coffee beans? You heard about them?
Uh, Cat poop? No, I have a cat that poops in a
Cat
litter
poop
box.
coffee beans.
What the heck is that?
Crazy. People be paying this astronomical amount for that cat poop coffee beans.
But what is it? It's cat poop?
Yeah, because they feed the cat certain stuff, and then when they poop, and then they make the coffee bean.
That is nasty.
And pretty sick. Yeah, pretty
Is that
sick.
something the white community is doing? I
I
haven't
don't
seen
know.
black
I
people
don't know.
do
I don't know. I'm
Ah!
not gonna assign that to any community.
Okay, here we go. Last one. Throw pillows or throw blanket. Do you know the difference?
Just break it down for the people. Break it down for the people.
So your throw pillow is just like, you just your pillow, and then your throw blanket, decorative. I was okay, decorative pillow or your throw blanket is something that, maybe when you guys make the bed, there's that extra blanket and you kind of just throw it on the blanket. You throw the blanket. It's just kind of one of those blankets that it's a decorative blanket. You're supposed to touch it, not touch it kind of vibe. If you're taking a little nap on the bed, don't want to get underneath the covers, then you have your throw blanket.
Okay, I'll do the throw blank because I will throw that on me. And man, all this decorative business, all these extra pillows, all
Hey,
the
hey,
extra
hey,
blankets.
hey, 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 hey.
No,
Decor,
no, nah,
decor is
man.
important.
Man, you can have decor. You can have usable decor. Throw this,
Yeah,
throw
those are
that.
the pillows that you use when you go to sleep. You can't sleep. You can't put your head on my decorative pillows. Then you get oil
That's so
all on my pillows.
ridiculous. It's so much. Just give me a pillow. that I can sleep on. The
Jonathan
other, because
says,
because
"Give me a garden. I'm going off the
we have
grid."
the goose down, whatever, the pillows,
Oh
and
yeah,
then we
the uh-huh.
take off the big boys
Yep.
because them thing neck be cranked up
Yeah.
like that trying to sleep
Uh-huh.
on that pillow. But no, just give me the regular pillow, boy. I'm laying down, I'm good to go.
Oh man. I don't know
That's
if
it.
Jonathan ended that game with fun. But yeah, everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Enjoy your Thursday. Go out there, look at the news. Start your day with some news, some information after you start your day with us. But educate yourself, continue to read, continue to just put your voice out there for other people to hear, and make sure that whatever you're talking about, you know what you're talking about, so you can
Hmm,
educate someone else.
that's
So
good.
catch us here tomorrow for Fun Friday. I'm excited for that. So yeah, Jonathan's still sleepy, but y'all have a good day. I will see y'all tomorrow. Jonathan, close us out. I see it in your eyes.
Man, fun. Ain't nobody sleepy, man. Fun Friday. I'm getting ready to work out. I don't know about you. I'm getting ready to work out. Fun Friday. It's going down. It's going down. But what I want to just remind you with is like go across the aisle today, right? Connect with somebody that don't look like you, who's a little different from you, and then just see where the conversation goes. Lead with respect and lead just with a little bit of sensitivity, but just allow the conversation to take it where it take it. You might end up going on a date with somebody. I don't know. I'm not saying that, but just find somebody, connect with them, and see where it goes. Because at the end of the day, the only way we can really build unity in the community, it got to start with you. All right, family, that gonna wrap us up today on Law Talk with attorney Fred Jones, producer Britt, and myself. And family, remember, subscribe, but also remember, speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why would you and why should you live any other